So what was he supposed? What was he supposed to do? What would you have liked?
I would have liked for him to just calm the fuck down, act like you've been around females before,
right?
And like just giving me regular conversation or ask me something that seemed like he was more interested in me as a person.
Yo, you already know what it is. It's your boy Ronald West, and you're watching Say Word.
So yeah, let me tell you a story about my birthday when my homegirl showed up with two of her guy friends. And so one of them, I don't know, he just like instantly was, I don't know, I'm gonna say fell in love with me, but I know that's not the case.
Right.
But he was just on me. And it was just like annoying. Like, damn, just be cool. Like, why do you have to be like that? Like on somebody, like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And all this extra stuff that is annoying. It's not flattering like he might have thought that it was.
Well, he was trying. What's wrong with trying?
I guess there's nothing wrong with trying, but for me, I would like for people to just be themselves and like let it flow a little bit different, because I didn't immediately like look at him and say, oh wow, yeah, I want to talk to him.
Right.
You know, so I'd rather you just chill out, calm down, let's just be cool, give me some conversation or something. Don't just be on me like that, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out after this. Like, oh, what are you trying to do? Let me take you out to dinner. Oh, you're gonna have to come to my events one of these days,
right? And
bring all your friends with you. Like, I don't know, to me that's corny to me.
Wait, what? Like, it sounds like he was just trying to have a conversation, and maybe you already knew where that conversation was going to lead. Like, you knew what he was trying to get at as far as like taking you out and stuff like that. But that seems like standard. Like, you know what I mean? What is a guy supposed to say? How many games is he supposed to play?
It's not games. It's more like, you just met me. We barely exchanged any words like that.
Right.
So to me, I look at that like, okay, you like how I look, but what else? Like, I just want it to be more than that for me personally. I don't know. Maybe other girls may feel that, but me, I'm just like, okay, you're coming at me this way because you like what you see.
Right.
But you don't know me.
Right. You have no idea how crazy. It's like, no. Yeah. You have no idea how challenging I can be. Right. You just see the surface part of me, and
yeah. I don't know what made him think that I was with it. I don't know. Like, I get it. I guess he wasn't scared of rejection.
Right, but just to start off.
Yeah, it was a bit much for me. Like, I wish he would have just chilled out and been cool, like just regular conversation.
All right, so look, check it. If he would have chilled out and just been cool, would you have considered, like, you know what, this is a cool guy, I could see myself talking to him, going out on a date?
I can't say that because he didn't do that.
But
so
I threw a hypothetical based on appearance wise. Did he have what it take appearance wise? Was everything
no?
See, I knew it. Hey, yo, real talk. I knew it. That's why we having this conversation. I knew it. And the crazy thing is, man, if you got it appearance wise, you in the door like automatically. You see what I'm saying? Because this conversation probably would have went different if you were like attracted to him. Like, right. He was an attractive guy. It's just that he was so corny. It would have sounded like that. And then I would have said, oh man, all attractive guys are corny. You know? They don't have to work hard. Don't you understand?
But that's the thing. It's like, I'm not going to say he was ugly.
Right.
But so he's not like 100% sexy. So it's like what we always talk about. People have to overcompensate, I guess, right?
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, he overdid it.
Uh,
Because
hey,
I'd have been fine with just like if he was cool and had a good personality,
Gisela, I gotta say
we
it.
could have. Yeah. What?
I gotta say it. Oh man, he was when. Oh god, I hope everybody. I hope everybody's listening. I know exactly what happened. When you first met you, he
What?
was over the top, right? Did
Yes.
he try to kind of like insinuate that he's like well off and doing well and stuff like that? Like without saying it.
Um.
This is a key moment right here. Answer this correctly. Cause
I
don't do him like
wouldn't
this.
say he even went that far.
Okay, that's
Actually,
good.
he
That's
did
good.
it. He
Okay,
did it.
that's good. But I can still tell my story. Because if he did go that far and he let off with his money, he let off with I could do
No,
this,
he
I could
did
do
it.
that.
He
Okay,
did it.
good. Because you remember that's small dick syndrome.
Exactly.
Okay, I just wanted so at least this guy doesn't have a small dick. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, that's a plus. I told you I was gonna be real on here. You know what I mean? If he would have let off with the money and everything, and he had a truck that had balls hanging from the back of him, just no. He has a small penis. All right, but yeah, so this guy was just a little nervous. That's all, and he wasn't your type, and that's why we having this conversation. Because if he was your type, it'd just sound like, look, man, guys got to stop being corny. And then I would be like, look, come on, dudes are corny. This is what we do.
Right. I guess.
Mm.
I don't know. I've met men that aren't like super attractive, but they get me with personality,
Right.
and the way they carry themselves.
Oh, that's cool. But men don't really have to be that attractive. Like that's what I think.
I agree.
Right. And that's why I was like, damn, God, like you wasted your time giving me all that off. You know what I mean? That's retarded. Like it's crazy.
It was a bit much because it's just like right away,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like give it a little bit. Let's chill. Like
So what was he supposed to do? What would you have liked?
I would have liked for him to just calm the fuck down, act like you've been around females before,
Right.
and like just giving me regular conversation or ask me something that seemed like he was more interested in me as a person.
Right. You know what? I know what he should have did. Oh man, I know exactly what he should have did. I guess this is advice for all of the single guys out there that have a woman that they're eyeing and they want. This is what you do. Just get caught staring at her and then let her come to you. You know what I mean? Let her come to you with a weird question, and then that's when you have to come up with some cool stuff right there. I can't help you after that, but I know how to get her to talk to you. You look at her, stare at her, get caught staring, and you look back, and then she's gonna wonder if you're still paying attention to her because people love attention. You give that attention. Don't be like a stalker with it, unless you you're handsome, you're good looking, then you can kind of like do it however you want. But if you want to be like, if you know who you are, you know what your rating is, but it's better to just be a little incognito with it, give a glance here or there. And then I think the female will come up to you. The lady will come up to you. And then from there, you got to be smart. You got to be wise. I don't know what you're supposed to do because I don't know what she would say. But I think that you'll get her attention at that point. She'll say something, What do you think?
I don't know. I think everybody's different. I don't know if I would be if I'm the type of, maybe I do know. It depends. Like, for me to like go after you, small chances. Even if you are attractive. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, because I guess you like to be seduced, I guess, you like.
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
Yeah. So all right, cool.
I do.
So I guess that's like a traditional type of woman.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. There have been times that I've been that girl that went up to a guy but again, I think in a sexy way, or like not over the top.
Right.
I think there's a way to doing it without being weird
Yeah. You know what I mean?
and turning somebody off. But then again, I think about it like, okay, if you're so cool, like I want you to be, without doing the most, at what point do you do something? Because I feel like it's also easy to just end up in the friend zone.
Right. Right. And that's the thing. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what I'm saying. I guess
Wow.
I don't really think it matters, man. But that's just coming from my point of view. But I'm one for one. Like, you know what I mean? My first girlfriend I took serious, I married, so I'm one for one. And I remember how I approached my wife. It was just like, yo, listen, I know who you talking to. I'm just a different type of dude, and you're probably better off talking to me. And from there, it was just, it was just that. And I guess that's how I would approach any situation, like this aggressive. Because you know what? I always knew what I was willing to bring to the table. Like I imagined and dreamed this. I was going to take care of my woman regardless of anything. Like it just like be an all provider. Like I'm into all that masculine, gladiator shit. So
Right.
I thought that was just
some
so
people
advantageous.
just don't have that. Some people don't have it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like maybe he was trying to come at me in an aggressive way, but I don't know what made him think that I would go for him. What made him that confident that I didn't see it. Just looking at him and listening to him, I'm just like, what makes this guy so confident that in his mind he thinks that this is gonna work?
I mean, why not? He's shooting his shot. You know what I'm saying? He's shooting his shot. I don't see, like, I think that you should be privileged.
He
He
missed. He missed all them shots.
He missed. He just struck out. Like I said, some guy's gonna strike out, man. Come on, you can't blame him for that. You can't blame a man for being a man. I don't think so. I read that in the book, so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So if a man is like doing manly stuff and trying to get with a woman, like, how you gonna really blame him?
Is that manly? I don't know.
Yeah, but how you gonna really blame him? Come on, man. That's what guys do. How
I
you gonna
don't
really
know. I
blame him?
think he could have done better.
Well, that's when he has to work on his skills, and that's the problem. He has to work on those skills, those conversation skills, or
Right.
yeah,
I think it makes a huge difference.
right. You got to
Just
work.
learning, how to break the ice, what to say, how to speak to someone. Like, I don't know.
So, give an example of how to break the ice that would work for.
And I don't know.
I'm just saying, the best way to do it is just stare, man. I'm telling you, you don't got to break no ice.
That might work. That might work because I'm big on energy.
Right. There you go. There you go. And then you feel the energy and boom, the energy's right, then boom.
Exactly. But I don't know. Just, hearing the same things over and over for women, it's just like, this again. You know what I'm saying?
How creative can you get? And then even if they're real creative, you got to think like, damn, what kind of motherfucker is this creative? You know what I'm saying? So you got to worry about that. Like, how can he be this creative? Was that really creative, or did he get it from somewhere else? And I just never heard it before.
That just reminded me of yesterday morning. I went to my car to get something.
Right.
And so this guy's driving down the block and he pulls up kind of like to where I'm at. And he's saying something to me. He's saying like, hey, he's like, you speak English? And I'm like, yes. And then he's like, ¿hablas español? And I'm like, sí. And he's like, has anyone ever told you that you're ugly? And I'm like, actually, yes.
What?
But I thought that was funny though, because he caught me off guard. Like,
so that was
that was
his way of getting you to laugh.
Right.
Oh man, I know so many people that would have probably slapped the shit out of him. Like, excuse
He
me?
really right. But I kind of knew where he was going. I'm like, oh, like they're trying anything nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, that's so creative. It's like, okay, where you gonna
It's
go with that?
it's a still a bit much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you got way too creative.
Right. You know what? I don't think guys should even talk to women, man. Just stare at them. Don't even talk.
I
Just
think
stare
you're
at them.
onto something.
Yeah, I think.
you're onto
Yeah, just
something.
stare
I
at
think
them
just
because
not trying.
right. Because like you said, real quick, like you said, it's an energy thing, right? So you know what? Don't even talk.
It
Just
is.
stare. Just stare at them in a correct way, not in a stalking way. And if they decide that they feel the energy, then the women will come to you. I think that's how you should do it. That's how you should do it, because obviously you have women out here complaining. You have women out here complaining about being hollered at, which I think is like the most beautiful thing and the most coolest thing and the most natural thing. But, you know, so many guys come at it in a corny way. And this is not my words. These are Gisela's words. They come at it in a corny way, making the game less fun. And so what I'm saying is for all guys, just stop talking to women altogether. Just stare at them. And if they like you, the energy will come. They'll come to you. And then from there, I don't know what you do. You got to be creative because they're going to be asking you questions. Probably like, what you staring at? What you looking at?
And then what do you say?
And then what do you say? So you got to find out what to say out of there after that. But what I would suggest is not to take it personal, because that's the first test right there to see how you take things, to see how serious you are, see how funny you can be. So that's why she asked you that way. You know what I'm saying? So just to see how, don't take it serious. Don't get upset. You know, don't do that. But what to say, I don't know what to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? I've been out of that game for such a long time. Like I said, I'm 1 for 1. So you probably should take my advice. Just stare at him.
I used to stick my neck out just for them to turn around and wanna see me bled out. Gotta keep an evil eye, they try to put a hex out. None of you can match the quality, you feel like thread count. Used to have a lot of fucks to give, now I'm fresh out.